The following is a presentation of the Game Time Sports Network. From Eddie Campbell Field on the campus of Columbia State Community College in Columbia, Tennessee, it's the 2026 TCCAA Region 7 Softball Tournament. And now, from Eddie Campbell Field in Columbia, Tennessee, it's game time. Yes, indeed, folks. It is indeed game time. I'm Jay Harper, Game Time Sports Network, along with producer Jonas Harmon. We are happy to be rejoining you from Eddie Campbell Field. It's game two of our three-game set, as it is day one of the TCCAA Softball Tournament.
Now batting the second baseman, number 28, Jordan Wilson.
Southwest Tennessee, the Lady Salukis, led by their head coach. That would be Keith Gentry. And Pellissippi State. Pellissippi State, they are led by Meredith Smith. Leading things off, as you probably heard, our public address announcer, Clint Brummett, leading off for the Lady Salukis, is their second baseman, Jordan Wilson. Jordan, a sophomore from Munford, Tennessee. She'll be followed by Natalie Faulkner, the shortstop, and then Addison Pfeiffer, the catcher, as the pitcher for Pellissippi State makes short order of Jordan Wilson.
Number 6, Natalie Faulkner.
The pitcher, Ashton Chambly. This her 28th start of the year. And she has 100 innings of work coming into today as the next batter, Natalie Faulkner, looks at a ball. That hit out to center field where the center fielder corrals it. That is Kate Stevens for the second out.
The catcher, number 54, Addison Pfeiffer.
Addison Pfeiffer, the batter now. Catching in this game, Addison, a sophomore from right here in Columbia, Tennessee. She looks at a first pitch strike from Ashton Chambly. Behind the plate for Chambly, it's the catcher, Savannah McDowell. Big cut from Pfeiffer as she comes up empty. Southwest Tennessee, a 5-25 record in the conference. That hit sharply and then scoots off the glove of the shortstop. Avery Hammonds can't make the catch. So it is a single to left field for Pfeiffer. And now Juliana Simmons, the batter. Big cut and a miss. Simmons, a freshman from Aberdeen, Mississippi. The pitch now from Chambly, the off-speed missing outside. Simmons hitting .383 on the year. She does have a couple of home runs, 33 RBI. And that little floater just misses inside. The 2-1 coming. Swung on and fouled down the left field line. A 2-2 count. Swung on, lifted out to right field, drifting under it, and making the catch, the right fielder, Micaiah Matthews. That will end the top of the first and bring us now to the bottom of the first inning on the Game Time Sports Network.
I chose Columbia State because it was very convenient, it's close to home.
I get a real sense of community, a sense of family.
I absolutely fell in love with the campus and the faculty and the programs and everything like that, and it was so awesome for me.
Explore your opportunities.
Jay Harper, Game Time Sports Network. Now, each game, I am doing a keyword of the game. Now, you take that keyword and email it to info@GameTimeSportsNetwork.com. You'll be eligible to win a nice video camera. I'll be posting a picture of the camera and stuff on social media so that you can kind of get a good look at it. Brand new camera. It's not some old worn out thing that we're just ditching on somebody. Also, we'll be giving away some swag. We've got some nice cups and shirts and such. But anyway, I was going to do it in game one, but that game ended so abruptly as Cleveland State won it in a run rule game that I didn't get a chance to give the keyword in game one. The keyword is change up. Change up. And I'll be doing this again later this game. So change up. If you will email that word to info@GameTimeSportsNetwork.com, you might just win yourself a nice video camera. Thing's worth about $200, and we'll be shipping it out to you. You don't have to come get it or anything. So change up, the keyword from game one, and we'll have another one here a little bit later. Pellissippi State in the batter's box, and they're leading things off with their left fielder, Savannah Mello. In the pitcher circle, it's Carly Riddick for Keith Gentry in Southwest Tennessee. That hit pretty well. Chasing it down over the head of the left fielder as Stephanie Johnson can't get it, and sliding into third with a triple to lead things off for Pellissippi State, Savannah Mello.
Now batting the center fielder, number 21, Kate Stevens.
Kate Stevens, the center fielder, steps in now. Carly Riddick, the Lady Saluki pitcher. This her 27th start of the year. 122 in the third innings of work, a 9-13 record. That ruled a foul ball. Quickly, a runner on third. After the leadoff batter, the left fielder, Savannah Mello, tripled. Swung on. Over to the shortstop. That's Faulkner. She is out at first, but the runner does make it home to score to make it 1-0.
Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Avery Hamons.
Avery Hamons, the shortstop, will step in now from the right-handed batter's box. The first pitch from Riddick is outside. Avery Hamons, the shortstop, will be followed by the cleanup hitter, the second baseman, Boo Rose. Missing outside. That's well hit. but right at Johnson in left field. She makes the catch for the out.
Now batting the second baseman, number 99, Boo Rose.
Boo Rose, the batter. She's a sophomore. She often plays shortstop, but she's at second base today. Number 99, and of course you never saw that until one big man in New York that wears that Yankee jersey started donning number 99. And now you see players wearing it all the time. As Boo looks at an 0-2 count now from Carly Riddick. Swung on. Over to Wilson at second. She boots it. Tries to backhand a throw over to first, but that does not work out. So more than likely that will be ruled an error on the second baseman, Jordan Wilson, who is usually pretty sure-handed. Jenna Hagee, the first baseman.
The first baseman, number 19, Jenna Hagee.
Runner on first with 2 down for Pellissippi State, who lead 1-0. Jenna Hagee, the first baseman. She brings a .250 average into the game as Rose is able to make it down to second on the ball that gets past the catcher Pfeiffer. Hagee is a sophomore. And that hits Hagee. So the hit by pitch puts another runner on for the Lady Panthers.
Now batting the catcher, number 4, Savannah McDowell.
The catcher, Savannah McDowell, the batter. .273 average on the season. This Pellissippi State team, not a home run hitting team. They only have 8 total. That's right, for the entire team, only 8 home runs. As you can imagine, a number of individual players have more than that. Swung on and fouled back. Savannah is a redshirt freshman catcher. Due up next, if she can get on, is Skolnick, but that's not going to happen as she goes down on strikes. We'll move on now to the top of the second inning as Pellissippi State has pulled ahead with a 1-0 score. As we move along, we'll step aside for just a bit on the Game Time Sports Network.
Julie, constantly in motion, exploring the future of intelligence. Soon, she'll be leading the pack for modern engineering. Or how about Rico, refusing to stand idle? When he sees something broken, it's not an inconvenience, it's a challenge. And there's Asia, uncertain about her exact career path. With a great support team, she's confident in her journey. So what sets these 3 apart from the rest? They're always moving forward. What's stopping you? Elevate your skills and conquer your tomorrow at Southwest Tennessee Community College.
Back we are, Jay Harper along with producer Jonas Harmon. We are happy to be here on the campus of Cleveland. Well, we're not at Cleveland State. I was at Cleveland State yesterday and the day before doing baseball as the Cleveland State Cougars and Motlow State had their best of 3 game series to help with seeding for the baseball tournament that gets underway here at Columbia State next week. But no, we are at Columbia State. Yeah, that's where I am. And Eddie Campbell Field is our location here for the softball tournament. Ashton Chambly gets prepared to face Brianna Halsey, the center fielder for the Lady Salukis. And it's a first pitch strike. Brianne is a freshman. Millington, Tennessee, which is right there where, well, it's near Memphis and right there in the same community where the ballparks are for the Salukis, both baseball and softball. The 1-1, the swung on pitch, and the quick feet and quick arm by the third baseman. A nice play by Talia Paredes. One away.
Now batting the third baseman, number 33, Bella Crook.
Bella Crook, the batter for the Lady Salukis, a .336 average. He's hit a couple of homers this year as she looks at a ball. Bella's a freshman from Covington, Tennessee. The 1-0 coming. Just a bit low. The pitcher, Carly Riddick, due up next for Southwest Tennessee. There's a strike. The pitch outside as the catcher McDowell had to jump out of her crouch to corral that. Swung on and just foul. A full count, so we'll get to the payoff pitch on Bella Crook, the third baseman for the Lady Salukis. Chambly's pitch swung on and hit sharply out to left field. It's a one-out single for the Lady Saluki third baseman, Bella Crook.
Now batting the pitcher, number 12, Carly Riddick.
Carly Riddick steps in with a .331 average. No homers on the year, but she's got 28 RBI. That pitch scoots in there and nicely grabbed by McDowell. Lady Saluki head coach Keith Gentry on the first base side for the coach's box. The pitch coming from Chambly. Hit out to right field and drawing a bead on it. Making the catch is the right fielder, Micaiah Matthews, as Riddick flies out to right field.
Now batting the right fielder, number 32, Emma Fair.
Emma Fair, the batter. She has been with the Lady Salukis for a couple of seasons now. Swinging at the first pitch. And the shortstop making a fine play. That is Haymans grabbing it, throwing a strike over to first for the ground out. Again, I'm Jay Harper. This is the Game Time Sports Network. This is game 2 of the 3 games that we are playing here today to kick off the very first day of tournament action here on the campus of Columbia State. We'll be here throughout the tournament, of course. We've already had one game today where Cleveland State run-ruled Motlow State. It was a 5-inning affair where Cleveland State came out on top 8-0. They will now play the number 1 seed, Volunteer State, tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. After this game today, Due to start at 6 p.m., it's Jackson State, the number 6 seed, up against the host school, Columbia State, the number 11 seed. Again, that due to begin at 6 p.m. Now, this game was scheduled to start at 3:30, but as you have probably figured out by now, they started early. We started at 3:15. So tomorrow, again, 10 o'clock's when we'll get the day started. 4 games tomorrow. The Volunteer State-Cleveland State game will kick things off at 10 in the morning. Then it's Dyersburg State and Roane State at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Actually, we'll have a game before that. That will be Chat State facing the winner of this game. That game getting underway at 12:30 tomorrow. Back to the action as Pellissippi State's DP, Shayla Skalnick, now the batter. Riddick puts it in there, but it's a bit high. Shayla will be followed by the third baseman, Talia Paredes. Shayla is a freshman. Swung on and fouled down the right field line, out of play. A full count on the designated player, Shayla Skalnick. Swung on, staying alive as that is fouled out of play. Pellissippi State 8-20 in the conference, 10-32 overall, as they are led by Meredith Smith, and the assistant coach is Jessica Stifler. As Skalnick works a walk, it's a leadoff batter this inning for Pellissippi State.
Now batting the third baseman, number 45, Talia Paredes.
Talia Paredes, the third baseman, the batter now. She's got a homer on the year, 9 RBI. And she is due to be followed by the right fielder, Micaiah Matthews. Riddick delivers. It's a bit high. Nobody out here. As we are in the bottom of the second inning. That gets past the catcher, Pfeiffer. And that allows Skalnick to make her way down to second base. A meeting of the minds in the pitcher's circle. We'll have another keyword of the game coming up here momentarily. The keyword for game 1 was changeup. And if you email that to info@GameTimeSportsNetwork.com, you might win yourself a nice video camera and some Game Time Sports Network swag. We'll have another keyword here shortly. The 3-0. It's a strike as Paredes, thinking she had a base on balls. So we go to a 3-1 count. And that is ball 4. Back-to-back walks. Micaiah Matthews steps in, the right fielder.
Now batting the right fielder, number 3, Micaiah Matthews.
First pitch ball to Matthews. Micaiah is a freshman. Just a swinging bunt, essentially, and nowhere to go with the ball.
Now batting for the Panthers, the left fielder, number 9, Savannah Mello.
Still nobody out, and we're back to the top of the order as Savannah Mello, who scored the first run today after tripling in her leadoff at bat. She swings, and the third baseman, Crook, gets it, and the force at home for the out. A heads-up play from Bella Crook, the third baseman, to record the out. Kate Stevens, the batter. Kate is the center fielder. Big cut. Coming up empty. We still have bases full of Lady Panthers. As the pitch is a ball from Riddick. Just one out. So a prime opportunity for Pellissippi State to bust it open here as they are up 1-0 currently. Dropping a bunt, Riddick. A crazy throw to home, but they do get the out. Pfeiffer had to almost contort herself to make that catch. Two away. Coach Meredith Smith asking the umpire's opinion on something. So they're calling somebody out. Or, okay, I guess just confirming the out.
Number 2, Avery Hamons.
Apparently, Coach Smith just wanting to determine if Pfeiffer was on the plate when that play was made. We've still got bases loaded. The batter, Avery Hamons, the shortstop. She lined out to left field in her first at bat. If Southwest Tennessee can get out of this without allowing any runs, that will be quite the achievement, as they've had the Lady Panthers have had the bases loaded for a couple of at-bats here. But thus far, they've been able to throw out 2 runners at the plate and keep the Panthers off the scoreboard. The foul ball makes it 2-1 on Avery Hamons, the shortstop. Boo Rose is due up. She is on deck, the second baseman. Out to right field. The right fielder making the catch. That is number 32, Emma Fair, the right fielder, as she collects out number 3 on the fly out by Hamons.
Panthers record 1 hit, leave 3 on base.
We'll step aside briefly on the Game Time Sports Network.
After 2 complete innings, score is
Walters State. Our story is focused on student success. We're dedicated to creating an environment where our students can thrive, both in and outside of the classroom. So, what do you want to study? Pick a program. We've got over 150 of them. Some are transfer programs that prepare you to transition to a 4-year school after you graduate. We also have regionally and nationally recognized programs that immediately make you career ready. Visit us at ws.edu or give us a call to get started today. Write your story at Walters State.
Julie, constantly in motion, exploring the future of intelligence. Soon, she'll be leading the pack for modern engineering. Or how about Rico, refusing to stand idle? When he sees something broken, it's not an inconvenience, it's a challenge. And there's Asia, uncertain about her exact career path. With a great support team, she's confident in her journey. So what sets these three apart from the rest? They're always moving forward. What's stopping you? Elevate your skills and conquer your tomorrow at Southwest Tennessee Community College.
Jay Harper, Game Time Sports Network. Peyton Moss, the batter now for Southwest Tennessee, as the first pitch from Ashton Chambly is high in the zone for ball one. Peyton Moss has been injured for quite some time. She's the DP here today. This is the first game back in quite some time. 2 balls, no strikes. So it's good to see Peyton back on the playing field. She, the number 9 hitter. That hit foul, and Paredes just can't quite get over there to make the catch. She had to run a long way, in fairness. Two balls, 1 strike to Peyton Moss. Swung on and fouled once again. And she keeps pulling them foul, getting around early. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. This is Peyton Moss. She leads off the top of the third, fouling it back the other way. The count still at 2-2. The top of the order due up next with Jordan Wilson. Just missing, as Ashton Chambly wanted that. Hit out to left field. That gets over the left fielder's head. Mellow. It's a stand-up double for Peyton Moss. She has got to be excited about that. Her first game back in quite some time. And she doubles to left field. That'll bring up Jordan Wilson. I believe we've got a pinch runner for Moss. Again, she injured her ankle here a while back and has been cleared to play, but Coach Gentry not going to risk her re-injuring herself running the bases. So, pinch running is Stephanie Johnson. Johnson, she's able to get all the way over to third base. Jordan Wilson has a 1-0 count on her as she swings through it to go 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike on Jordan Wilson. Natalie Faulkner to follow. The pitch high from Chambly. Nobody out, a 3-1 count, runner on third. And now one of the coaches wants to have a word with Wilson. Jordan hitting .350 on the year. She's got a homer. Jordan, just a great kid. I got to know her fairly well as I covered Southwest Tennessee softball last season when she was a freshman. And she gets it past the right field, out into right field, past the second baseman. That is an RBI and a game-tying hit for Jordan Wilson. Just out of the reach of the second baseman, Boo Rose.
Now batting the shortstop, number 6, Natalie Faulkner.
Natalie Faulkner, the shortstop, fly it out to center. There's Wilson. She was running on the pitch. Natalie Faulkner and Jordan Wilson, they are pretty well joined at the hip. They are best of friends, both from Munford, Tennessee. Both went to Munford High. And again, just a fine young lady. Natalie steps in with that pretty pink bat. That was right off her hands. The catcher, Addison Pfeiffer, waits on deck. Missing outside. Out to right field. Drawing a bead on it, making the catch is the right fielder, Micaiah Matthews. And that, I believe, the first out of the inning.
Now batting the catcher, number 54, Addison Pfeiffer.
Addison Pfeiffer with a single, her initial at bat. The catcher for the Lady Salukis, as Wilson was taking off on the pitch. Jordan wants to get to second so bad she can't stand it. Stay tuned for our keyword of the game that will have you eligible to win a nice video camera. A 1-1 count. Pfeiffer swings and fouls it over to the Pellissippi dugout as everybody clears out. Addison had an injury at the beginning of the year. In fact, she had knee surgery, but she is doing great now. She from right here in Columbia, Tennessee, but electing to go to school in West Tennessee at Southwest in Memphis. Hit well and off the glove of the shortstop as Hammonds couldn't collect it. So it is a solid base hit for Pfeiffer. 2 on, 1 out. That's Addison's second single. Pfeiffer has 2 singles to left field. That brings up Juliana Simmons, the first baseman. Swung on. Hammonds trying for the DP. Not in time as And we've got a runner making it home. Some heads-up base running. Yes, Jordan Wilson. As they were concerned about whether they had gotten Simmons at first, kind of fell asleep defensively, and Wilson with some heads-up base running just kept on chugging and ends up crossing the plate for the go-ahead run.
Now batting the center fielder, number 3, Brianna Halsey.
2 outs now for Brianna Halsey, who grounded out her last time. She swings at the first pitch over to Hammonds, tossing it over to second base, where Boo Rose steps on the bag for the third out. But the Lady Salukis coming across with 2 that inning to go up by 1. I'm Jay Harper. This is the Game Time Sports Network.
In 1967, West Tennessee's first community college opened its doors. In the decades since, graduates have made a name for themselves as healthcare professionals, community leaders, business owners, veterans, educators, and so much more. With 3 generations of Jackson State graduates leading the way, the future has never looked brighter for West Tennessee. We are your community college. We are Jackson State.
I chose Columbia State because it was very convenient, it's close to home.
I get a real sense of community, a sense of family.
I absolutely fell in love with the campus and the faculty and the programs and everything like that, and it was so awesome for me.
Explore your opportunities.
Jay Harper along with producer Jonas Harmon, as we are happy to be here for this just wonderfully run tournament. Katie Willingham, the athletic director here at Columbia State, her and her team working so hard to pull this off and doing a fantastic job thus far. Carly Riddick still in the circle for Southwest Tennessee. Boo Rose, the batter, the second baseman. And she draws the walk. So it's a leadoff base runner for Pellissippi State.
Now batting the first baseman, number 19, Jenna Hagee.
Jenna Hagee, the first baseman, she was hit by a pitch earlier. She now steps in from the left-hand side. Showed bunt, but she was just kidding. Pulls the bat back. Savannah McDowell is the catcher, and she is the on-deck batter. And it's a ball. Riddick gets the sign and misses up. She goes 3-0. Carly has walked 3 batters thus far and has struck out 1. It's a strike. Hagee taking all the way. We now get to a 3-1 count. Runner on first, nobody out after Boo Rose walked. She, the base runner at first. We go full. It's a 3-2 count on the Lady Panther first baseman. Lifted out to left field. But there is the left fielder. That is Johnson. So Stephanie makes the out.
Now batting the catcher, number 4, Savannah McDowell.
Number 4, Savannah McDowell, the catcher, swings at the first pitch from Carly Riddick. Savannah hitting .273 when the day started. She is a redshirt freshman. And they've got Boo Rose. Oh, they can't make the throw. Can't complete it. Natalie Faulkner just could not squeeze the throw. It got there ahead of Rose, but could not complete the throw. So she advances. 1-1 count with one out. McDowell pulls the bat back. It is a ball. The DP, Shayla Skolnick, waits on deck. And it's a strike. And the base runner goes. And that's Boo Rose. She had slid past the bag, but was able to get back on it before Crook could make the tag. One out with Rose on third. Out to center field, and stepping back and then coming in to make the catch. The play at home as Pfeiffer can't catch the ball. So Rose ties it up. Boo Rose coming in from third. Brianna Halsey,
Now batting the designated player, number 20, Shayla Skolnick.
Halsey out in center field. She stepped back as soon as the ball left the bat, then realized, hey, I need to charge this thing. Ultimately did make the catch and made a good throw to home, but again, Pfeiffer just could not squeeze it. So we do indeed have a tie ball game. The DP at the plate, Shayla Skolnick. She's got a walk on the day. The sac fly for McDowell. Put the ball in play. Good things happen. The pitch from Riddick is high. The count goes 2-2 with two outs. Nobody on. Outside. Talia Paredes, the third baseman, waits on deck for Pellissippi State. Ringing the bell for $500. And it's a strikeout for the third out. I'm Jay Harper. This is the Game Time Sports Network. Another game follows this one. It is scheduled to begin at 6 p.m. Central Time.
Panthers pick up 1 run.
But we may indeed have a change of time depending on when this one ends.
The score is tied 2-2.
After this game, we will see Jackson State and Columbia State. Again, it is scheduled to begin at 6 p.m., but it may well start earlier than that. We're almost halfway through this one, and it is only about 4 p.m. Central Time, so there could, in fact, be some changes. But nonetheless, we'll worry about that if and when it occurs. But Jackson State, the number 6 seed, takes on the host school, the Lady Chargers of Columbia State. Columbia State, the 11 seed. Jackson head coach for basketball, Winston Neal. He's around here somewhere. What a fine guy and a great. Also said hi to Coach Latham. He one of the assistant coaches for Chargers basketball program. Boy, they just reload every year. And Winston Neal is one of the prime reasons for that. Players want to play for that guy, and you certainly can't fault them for that. Bella Crook is the batter. She'll lead things off here for the Southwest Tennessee Lady Salukis. We've got a tie game after Pellissippi State was able to push one across in the bottom of the third. So we are now in the top of the fourth. That is a fair ball. And a nice play by Paredes. As Crook grounds out to third.
Number 12.
Carly Riddick, the Lady One. At least when the day started, that was the average. Fouling it back. A somewhat cool day here in Columbia, Tennessee. The pitch moving Riddick off the plate. Somewhat cloudy. Little breezy. Winds up to about 14 miles an hour. A 65-degree temperature. And it's rather overcast at the moment. Swung on and knocked down by Chambly. And they can't complete the play, as the second baseman, Boo Rose, tried to retrieve it and fire it over to first, where Jenna Hagee couldn't grip it. So it's an infield single for the opposing pitcher, Carly Riddick.
Now batting the right fielder, number 32, Emma Fair.
Emma Fair, the batter, as she offers and comes up empty on the first pitch. Chambly delivers, and swung on and just getting around a bit late. That makes it an 0-2 count. Emma Fair is a sophomore from Dyersburg, Tennessee. Over to second. Boo Rose fields it cleanly for the out.
Now batting.
Emma puts the bat on the ball, but for naught. Peyton Moss, the DP, the number 9 hitter, steps in now. She had a nice double out to left field in her initial at bat. If she can get on, we'll be back to the top of the order with Jordan Wilson, the second baseman. Swinging at the first pitch and foul by about 10 feet. As we mentioned, Peyton Moss had an ankle injury that kept her out of action for quite some time. Coach Keith Gentry really excited to have her cleared to play and was excited to get her back in the lineup here today. Oh, 2. Peyton is a freshman from Olive Branch, Mississippi. Oh, mercy, a good pitch, catching the outside corner. Chambly doing it and retiring the sides. So stand by. We're going to get to the Keyword of the game. And you're saying, what in the heck is he doing now? Well, we are announcing keywords every game, and if you email that keyword to us at info@Gametime Sports Network, you might just win yourself a nice little video camera worth about $200. Brand spanking new. And you'll also have some Game Time Sports Network stuff. We've got nice insulated the thermos type coffee cups and T-shirts and other stuff. Anyway, we'll ship all that to you. So the keyword of the game for this particular game is cleats. CLEATS, cleats. If you are interested, perhaps, hey, what do you got to lose? You can, and we're not going to spam you, okay? It's not just an effort to collect email addresses and then send you all kind of junk, all right? We all get enough of that as it is. And we don't ask for phone numbers or any of that, so just email the word cleats to info@GameTimeSportsNetwork.com. Who knows? You might end up with a nice video camera. We'll post a picture of that camera here on social media and stuff in the next day or so you can kind of see what you might be able to get shipped to you. So we appreciate everybody. Again, it's just something to do a little fun for our listeners and viewers to participate in. Back to the action. The bottom of the fourth inning with the third baseman, Talia Paredes, in the batter's box for Pellissippi State. Talia has walked earlier. Carly Riddick in the circle delivers. Talia will be followed by the right fielder, Micaiah Matthews. She's the number 9 hitter. Then it's back to the top of the order with Savannah Mello. There's a strike. Foul down the third base line. Swung on, and Crook almost had it at third, but just couldn't quite get there, so it is a single for Paredes.
Now batting the right fielder, number 3, Micaiah Matthews.
Micaiah Matthews, the batter, the right fielder. She flied out her last time up. From the left-hand side, she tries to poke a bunt down.
Now batting number 9, Savannah Mello.
Matthews out on that bunt attempt. That brings up the top of the order with Savannah Mello. First pitch strike from Riddick. Paredes down at second. She was able to advance on that attempt from Matthews. Just foul. It's an 0-2 count. Up in the zone on the leadoff batter, Savannah Mello. And a ball. The count evening up at 2-2. Riddick had started her out 0-2. Mello with that split back grip that you see a lot of softball players do. Swung on, over to Wilson at second. She flips it over to first for the out. As Juliana Simmons collects it for out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 21, Kate Stevens.
A strike from Riddick. Kate Stevens, the batter, the center fielder. She's grounded out both times up. That is foul, but just barely. It's an 0-2 count. Over to Crook at third. And the stretch by Simmons at first. She makes the out. Nice play on both ends. Stevens hits the hot shot over to third, but Bella Crook handles it for the third out. Jay Harper, Game Time Sports Network. Let's stop just for a minute, and we'll return here in about 30 seconds. So stay with us on the Game Time Sports Network.
I chose Columbia State because it was very convenient, it's close to home.
I get a real sense of community, a sense of family.
I absolutely fell in love with the campus and the faculty and the programs and everything like that, and it was so awesome for me.
Explore your opportunities.
Jay Harper along with Jonas Harmon, producer. Clint Brummett up in the press box handling the public address duties in fine fashion. Also Richard Murray in here with us as the official scorekeeper. So yes, we're all in here shoulder to shoulder, really getting to know one another. As Jordan Wilson will step in to lead us off. She is the leadoff batter in the order as well for Southwest Tennessee.
Number 28, Jordan Wilson.
Ashton Chambly still in the circle. It's a tie ball game. We've got a good one working. It's the number 7 seed Pellissippi State against the number 10 seed Southwest Tennessee. Jordan had a single to right field. She's 1 for 2 on the day thus far. It's a strike. Her best bud, Natalie Faulkner, waits on deck. Nice recovery by Savannah McDowell, the Pellissippi State catcher. Nobody on base, but hey, she did a great job of keeping that in front of her. Right back up the middle. The second baseman, Rose, gets it. And Wilson is safe. As Hagee just couldn't make the catch on the throw.
Natalie Faulkner.
Natalie Faulkner with a couple of flyouts on the day. She at the plate. Right back to Chambly. She makes a throw that is a little off target, but the shortstop Heyman's able to keep her foot on the bag for the out. So Wilson is gunned down at second, and Faulkner makes it to first on the fielder's choice.
Now batting the catcher, number 54, Addison Pfeiffer.
But the out recorded. One away for Addison Pfeiffer, the catcher, with 2 singles on the day. Juliana Simmons, the first baseman, she waits on deck. The off speed's in there for a strike. The 1-1 pitch coming with 1 out. The pitch to Pfeiffer. Swung on, lifted out to left field, drifting back, and that is gone. It's a Southwest Tennessee homer. A 2-run shot for the catcher, Addison Pfeiffer. That will put the Lady Salukis ahead 4-2.
Now batting the first baseman, number 20, Juliana Simmons.
That is Pfeiffer's 8th home run of the season. Juliana Simmons, the batter. The first baseman for Southwest Tennessee. Slow roller. Rose covers second. Nicely done. Heads up play from Boo Rose to cover the bag. 2 away.
Now batting the center fielder, number 3, Brianna Halsey.
Here's the center fielder, Brianna Halsey. First pitch swinging. She's given that one a ride. And it is gone. It's a 2-homer inning for the Lady Salukis as Halsey puts it over the fence to make it 5-2 Lady Salukis.
Now batting the third baseman, number 33, Bella Crook.
That's Juliana's 3rd round tripper of the season. The third baseman now, Bella Crook, steps in. Brianna Halsey, pardon me, that's Brianna Halsey's 4th home run. Make that 5th. It's fine print here. These old eyes having trouble seeing it. So her 5th homer of the year. Now Bella Crook, the batter. It's a 2-0 count on the Southwest Tennessee third baseman, Bella Crook. Well, it's a foul ball. So I believe that makes it 2-1. That's a hot shot out to left field. So Crook keeps it going. And she almost ran past the bag, and a nice job by the left fielder getting that one back in. Savannah Mello.
The pitcher, number 12, Carla
Savannah fired a rocket back over to first base and almost got Crook at first. We keep on keeping on with Carly Riddick, the pitcher, now at the plate. And is it another long ball? Yes, it is. It's a home run parade for the Lady Salukis here in the top of the fifth inning, as Riddick makes it a 7-2 ball game.
Now batting the right fielder, number 32, Emma Fair.
And we are going to have a pitching change. Three home runs in the inning by the Lady Salukis. They have just gone homer happy here. That is actually Carly's very first home run this year. It appears that Ashton Chambly, her day is done. Haley Richards now coming in, number 42.
Your new Panther pitcher is number 42, Haley Richards. Haley Richards, the new pitcher for the Panthers.
This will be Haley's 25th appearance this season. She's got 37 innings under her belt, an 11.35 ERA. She's actually started 2 games as well, an 0-1 record. So Haley, the new pitcher, and she is a freshman. The home run balls just flying out here, at least in this half inning for Southwest Tennessee. They have already put 5 on the board.
Number 32, Emma Fair.
5 runs in the top of the inning. Emma Fair will try to keep the inning going, as she looks at a first pitch ball from Haley Richards. Two and out. Emma has grounded out in both her times at bat. Peyton Moss is the number 9 hitter, and she is on deck. Inside to go 3-0. The sun peeking out a bit here in Columbia, Tennessee. It's been fairly overcast today. A cool, breezy day. 4-pitch walk.
Now batting the designated player, number 19, Peyton Moss.
Peyton Moss steps in, the designated player. Well, apparently that got called a strike. That looked rather low. 1-1. Runner on first. That's Emma Fair after the base on balls. And the little Ephus pitch missing. Three balls, 1 strike to Peyton Moss. Out to left field, and the left fielder hauling it in. That ends the inning, but not before Southwest Tennessee comes alive and puts 5 runs across in the top of the 5th.
5 runs on 5 hits.
Again, 3 homers there. Part of that 5-run onslaught. We'll move now to the bottom of the inning as Pellissippi State comes to bat.
Julie, constantly in motion, exploring the future of intelligence. Soon, she'll be leading the pack for modern engineering. Or how about Rico, refusing to stand idle? When he sees something broken, it's not an inconvenience, it's a challenge. And there's Asia, uncertain about her exact career path. With a great support team, she's confident in her journey. So what sets these 3 apart from the rest? They're always moving forward. What's stopping you? Elevate your skills and conquer your tomorrow at Southwest Tennessee Community College.
Back we are at the campus of Columbia State, Columbia, Tennessee. Jay Harper along with producer Jonas Harmon. Eddie Campbell Field is where we are for the softball portion of the baseball and softball tournament.
Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Avery Havens.
If all works out weather-wise, we'll have the championship softball game on May 5th, and the baseball tournament kicks off on May 5th. First pitch swinging by Avery Hammonds. That hits the bottom of the fence. Avery trucking down to second base, leading things off for the Lady Panthers with a stand-up double.
Now batting the second baseman, number 99, Boo Rose.
Boo Rose, the batter, the second baseman. The .301 average when the day started. Runner at second base with nobody out. That slice foul toward the Saluki dugout. The umpire suggesting that they get a new softball. Apparently that one has a little too much damage to suit the man in blue. That's a ball. Fouled, and they just can't get to it. Simmons giving it a run. One ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runner on second. Boo Rose, the batter. Whoop, that scoots her off the plate, gets past Pfeiffer, and that allows the runner to get to third base. Hammonds makes her way there. And the errant throw. A run scores.
Now batting the first baseman, number 19, Jenna Hagee.
Jenna Hagee, the batter. Now Keith Gentry comes out. I think he wants to give Riddick a break. So we look to have a pitching change. Some folks are moving around out in the field. Jenna Hagee will be the batter. So coming in, Brianna Holsey, who was out in center field, has been called into the pitcher circle now. And we'll see who's made their way out to the outfield. It looks like Emma Fair. Well, Emma Fair is in right field. Anyway, as soon as we confirm who that is taking Halsey's place out in center, we'll let you know. So it is Stephanie Johnson.
Your attention fans, new Saluki pitcher, number 3, Brianna Halsey. Brianna Halsey, the new Saluki pitcher. And then 9 moved out the 16 from the left fielder.
Brianna Halsey, the new pitcher from Millington, Tennessee. She was the center fielder. And now she comes in against Hagee and delivers a first pitch ball. This will be Brianna's 38th appearance this season. She's got 133 in a third inning. She leads the team in innings work. 6.04 ERA. So Emma Fair in right field. So again, we're still trying to figure out who's who here.
Johnson moved over to center, it looks like.
And I believe Stephanie Johnson, who was in left, has moved over to center. So we've got a new left fielder. And the left fielder is Farrah Gomez, a freshman from Collierville, Tennessee.
16 is the left fielder going in the flex position? No. She's going in the pitcher, the number 3's position. No, in the batting order. Yeah, she's going in the pitcher's position. Okay.
Halsey now delivers to Hagee. It's a 1-0 count. And the pitch outside. Nobody out. Runner on as Boo Rose is at first base. And Hagee clipped by the pitch. That puts 2 runners on with no one out. And does bring up the catcher, Savannah McDowell. That's the second time. That's the second time that Hagee's been hit today. I'm sure she's not too thrilled about that. Big cut. Savannah McDowell with the swing and a miss. Crook lets it slide foul. Rose and Hagee go back to their respective bases at second and first. And a big strikeout as Halsey comes in and takes care of Savannah McDowell for the strikeout.
Now batting the designated player, number 20, Shayla Skolnick.
Shayla Skolnick back in the batter's box, and first pitch swinging out to center field, and it is gone. It is a 3-run homer for the Lady Panthers. That puts them down by just 1 run. This one ain't over. And still just one out.
Batting the third baseman, number 45, Talia Paredes.
Shayla Skalnick, the huge 3-run homer. Here's Talia Paredes, the batter. Keith Gentry makes the pitching change, and things change as Brianna Halsey gets tagged for a 3-run homer. And that just leaves the Lady Salukis up by 1 with 1 out. Three balls, 1 strike to the third baseman, Paredes, and that is ball 4.
Now batting the right fielder, number 3, Micaiah Matthews.
Micaiah Matthews steps in. The right fielder. Popped up. Is it playable? And the ball gets sailed out into center field. But the out is recorded in foul territory. Good hustle there.
Calling that an E2? No. Or just stolen base?
No, it's not even stolen base. It's just advanced on the play. Smart base runner.
Oh, yeah.
Natalie Faulkner at short, getting herself together. And now we resume play with the top of the order, Savannah Mello. And it's a first pitch strike. Up in the zone. One ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. Dropping the bunt down. Paredes makes it to third. So the runner safe at first. It's a bunt single. Kate Stevens, the batter.
The center fielder, number 21, Kate Stevens.
Mello scoots down to second base. Nobody seems to much care. Just defensive indifference there. Big cut. Nothing there for a strike. It's an 0-2 count with 2 outs. Runner on second and third. Reaching across and fouling it off. It's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Tying run on third base, the go-ahead run at second. So a clean base hit could put the Lady Panthers on top. That is just foul by about a foot down the left field line. Staying alive by fouling it off. A shout out to my pal Tim Reese, the voice of the Volunteer State Pioneers. He tuned in today. Over to Crook at third. She fires a strike to first. And Stevens takes a tumble. Hopefully she's okay. She is declared out at first to retire the sides. What an inning for the Lady Panthers as they put 4 on the board to pull within 1 when it looked like the Lady Salukis might run away with things. Yeah, just hold on a moment as Pellissippi State has other ideas. 7-6. Keep in mind, we'll be here for another game after this one. You can find the games for the tournament on a number of platforms, our social media, as well as our website, GameTimeSportsNetwork.com. Really the most dependable place to find it. Sometimes the social media goes kind of funky on us. For example, Twitter, for some reason today, has just been wonky and not carrying the game, even though we do what we need to do to post it there. But again, most of the time you can find it there, along with our YouTube channel, which is also acting stupid from time to time. Facebook will mute you because they don't like our music. Copyright infringement, you know. So GameTimeSportsNetwork.com, really the best place to find it. Jordan Wilson, the batter, and that pitch from Haley Richards gets sailed up a little high for ball 1. Jordan, 2 for 3 today. She looks at a strike that she's not convinced it was, but the umpire, his opinion matters. A 1-1 count on the second baseman for Southwest Tennessee. Natalie Faulkner waits on deck, the Saluki shortstop. Jordan Wilson, the second baseman. Haley Richards, the pitcher. The 3-1. Swung on, out to shallow left field, charging in and making the catch is Savannah Mello for the out.
Now batting the shortstop, number 6, Natalie Faulkner.
Natalie Faulkner now steps in. Lady Saluki shortstop offers at the first pitch. It's fouled and almost plunks somebody. Hitting the bleachers here. That floater pitch misses. That can be such an effective pitch. You're standing in there and those fastballs get humped up there, and then that little floater just throws you out of your shoes. That gets past the left fielder. Faulkner trucking up to second base with the double. That's the second time Natalie's reached base today. She reached earlier on a fielder's choice.
Now batting the catcher, number 54, Addison Pfeiffer.
Addison Pfeiffer responsible at the moment for the go-ahead runs as it currently stands. She with a 2-run home run. That last inning, there were actually 3 home runs hit, so I guess they could all make that claim. There's a strike from Richards. That's well hit and finds the grass out in left field. Faulkner makes it over to third. So Pfeiffer with another solid hit after her 2-run homer. That is actually her 4th hit of the day.
Now batting the first baseman, number 20, Juliana Simmons.
Pfeiffer with 3 singles to left field, and then that big 2-run blast out to center. Coach Meredith, yes, I can say it. Meredith Smith is the head coach, and she's out there in the pitcher's circle. She's got a smile on her face, so I guess that's good. You know, you don't like to see your coach coming out there looking like they ain't happy. Juliana Simmons was the number 4 hitter, and she still is, as Brianna Holsey, the pitcher, is on deck. So here comes Simmons now. There was some moving around in the batting order due to the fact that Holsey came in from center field to pitch. So just confirming that everybody was still in their original batting order, and that appears to be the case at the moment. So here is Simmons now. Juliana, she part of that big inning with the home runs. She blasted one. Pfeiffer makes it down to second, and you've got Faulkner at third now. 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out, with Simmons at the plate. It's a ball down low. Pulled foul, and nobody's going to get that. You don't often see left-handed catchers, but that's what you have with Savannah McDowell. McKenna King, as Simmons swings and misses. McKenna King, she too a left-handed catcher for Motlow State. I call Motlow State athletics, and when Pellissippi State played Motlow State, I found that interesting. You had 2 catchers that are left-handed. As that gets popped out to right field by Simmons. Faulkner scores, Pfeiffer scores, and Simmons belly flops into second with a double. 1 away, and 2 more runs on the board for Southwest Tennessee to make it 9-6.
Now batting the pitcher, number 3, Brianna Hulsey.
This game certainly a departure from game 1 earlier today when Cleveland State run-ruled Motlow State. First pitch to Hulsey, the pitcher, is foul. Cleveland State, the number 8 seed, defeating Montlow State 8-0 in 5 innings. The Lady Cougars will take on the number 1 seed tomorrow at 10 o'clock, Volunteers Day. So it's a clean hit for Halsey. Runners on the corner, still just 1 out.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 33, Bella Crook.
Simmons with the hit. Or Halsey, rather, with the hit. Simmons is over at third. So Halsey's at first, Simmons at third. And here's Crook. And Halsey goes down to second, but the throw is cut off by Rose, thinking that maybe Simmons was going to try to sneak in home. That's a fair ball. They're calling it foul. That ball landed on the line. That should be a fair ball. No video review at this level. So it's just a big long strike for Crook. She just confirming the count. 1-1 the count, apparently, with 1 out. Runners on second and third. As the off speed floats in there, that catches the plate for a strike. Simmons at third. Halsey's at second, and Crook, Bella Crook, at the plate. Pulled down the line. That one definitely foul. Waiting on deck is Carly Riddick. Carly, the starting pitcher, she was replaced by Halsey. The count goes to 2-2. Still just 1 out as the Lady Salukis have pushed 2 more across thus far this top of the 6th. That lands at the feet of the center fielder. Simmons tags and makes it home. And now Halsey will scoot on in to score. That makes it 11-6, Southwest Tennessee.
Now batting the designated player, number 12, Carly Riddick.
Bella Crook with the double that scores 2 runs, and now back to another pitching change. Number 7 comes in for Pellissippi State. That would be Jordan Mays, a sophomore pitcher. This will be Jordan's 18th appearance on the year.
Number 7, Jordan May.
Jordan has also started 4 games. Jordan with an 0-1 record on the year. Again, this will be her 18th appearance. She has 4 starts this year, 30 1/3 innings of work. So Jordan Mays, the third pitcher for Coach Meredith Smith. As the Pellissippi State Lady Panthers just trying to stop this momentum here. Southwest Tennessee, they have scored 9 runs just in the last 2 innings, and this inning ain't over yet. 1 out here, and 4 runs have already crossed. Carly Riddick, she part of the home run hit parade here today. She will now step in. She hit her very first home run of the year in that 5th inning. She, too, using that pink bat. That seems to be a favorite of a lot of the Lady Saluki players. Mays delivers, swung on, hit out to center field, and drawing a bead and making the catch is the center fielder, Kate Stevens, 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 32, Emma Fair.
Emma Fair is now the batter. Emma from Dyersburg, Tennessee. Not too far from Southwest Tennessee. We have a pinch runner as Kaylee Shearing is batting for, or running rather, for Fair down at second base. Our eagle-eyed public address announcer pointing that out. Clint. Oh, that scoots off the first baseman. As Hagee couldn't collect it. So Clint Brummett, I was waiting for the pitch there, and then I just kind of had the train run off the brain track there. But Clint Brummett doing a great job on the PA. We got 2 runners on now. That over to third. Paredes with the play. That will shut her down for this inning, but not before the Lady Salukis put 4 more up there. Makes it 11-6 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning on the Game Time Sports Network.
Julie, constantly in motion, exploring the future of intelligence. Soon, she'll be leading the pack for modern engineering. Or how about Rico, refusing to stand idle? When he sees something broken, it's not an inconvenience, it's a challenge. And there's Asia, uncertain about her exact career path. With a great support team, she's confident in her journey. So what sets these 3 apart from the rest? They're always moving forward. What's stopping you? Elevate your skills and conquer your tomorrow at Southwest Tennessee Community College.
Walters State. Our story is focused on student success. We're dedicated to creating an environment where our students can thrive, both in and outside of the classroom. So, what do you want to study? Pick a program. We've got over 150 of them. Some are transfer programs that prepare you to transition to a 4-year school after you graduate. We also have regionally and nationally recognized programs that immediately make you career ready. Visit us at ws.edu or give us a call to get started today. Write your story at Walters State.
Welcome back. Jay Harper along with producer Jonas Harmon.
Number 2, Avery Hamons.
Avery Hamons is the shortstop, and she is the first batter for Pellissippi State here in the bottom of the 6th as they find themselves down by 5 now. Brianna Halsey delivers the pitch, and it's up and away in the zone for ball 1. Hamons doubled her last time. And oh, good hustle from Halsey. Some Halsey hustle ends up making the catch and the out.
Now at the plate for the Panthers, the second baseman, number 99, Boo Rose.
Boo Rose, the batter. The second baseman. She looks at a first pitch strike. Due up next is the first baseman, Jenna Hagee. Two balls, one strike. Taking something off that, but missing. Big cut. Swing and a miss. Full count, 3-2 with one out. Rose picks up the walk. That's her second of the day. Here's Hagee now. Jenna, she's been hit by a pitch twice today.
Number 19, Jenna Hagee.
So I'm sure she's looking to hit the pitch instead of the pitch hitting her. I called the Cleveland State Motlow State baseball series the last couple of days. And in one game, we had 6 guys hit by a pitch. And fortunately, it didn't get testy. I mean, nobody detected any intention on anyone's part, but it was just one of those kind of games. Fouled out of play by Hagee. I believe, if I remember correctly, Cleveland State third baseman Quade Carver got hit 3 times in one game. But he did have a home run in that game, so it's like, yeah, take that. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Oh, a big cut as Halsey gets the strikeout of Hagee. 2 away.
Now batting the catcher, number 4, Savannah McDowell.
I think I could ask the guy out left field to bring us a cookie.
He's got crumble cookies.
Savannah McDowell swings and misses. Once again, our eagle-eyed public address announcer, Clint Brummett, he's zeroed in on some cookies out in left field. What's the brand of those? Crumble cookies. Oh. Oh, okay. The big pink. Oh, yes. I don't know. Maybe we need to send Jonas out there and beg. Big swing and a miss. Halsey retires the sides on the strikeout. So McDowell, that's her 3rd K of the day. We'll step aside here briefly as we move now to the top of the 7th inning. We're getting down to it here in Game 2. I'm Jay Harper, and this is the Game Time Sports Network.
In 1967, West Tennessee's first community college opened its doors. In the decades since, graduates have made a name for themselves as healthcare professionals, community leaders, business owners, veterans, educators, and so much more. With 3 generations of Jackson State graduates leading the way, the future has never looked brighter for West Tennessee. We are your community college. We are Jackson State.
Walters State. Our story is focused on student success. We're dedicated to creating an environment where our students can thrive, both in and outside of the classroom. So, what do you want to study? Pick a program. We've got over 150 of them. Some are transfer programs that prepare you to transition to a 4-year school after you graduate. We also have regionally and nationally recognized programs that immediately make you career ready. Visit us at ws.edu or give us a call to get started today. Write your story at Walters State.
Jordan Mays is the pitcher still here for Pellissippi State, and we were commenting, it's like every time we look up, Jordan Wilson's at the plate, and lo and behold, here she is again, the second baseman for Southwest Tennessee. She looks at a ball. Natalie Faulkner, the shortstop, she's up next. A 3-0 count on the Lady Saluki second baseman. There's a strike. Jordan draws the walk. The pitch inside to Faulkner. There's a strike. The pitcher, Jordan Mays, the number 3 pitcher in this game for Pellissippi State. Out to center field. The catch is made for the out. Faulkner flies out.
Number 54, Edison Pfeiffer. A walk. He's 4 for 4 today.
Here's Addison Pfeiffer. Trying the double play, and they complete it. That's the first time that Pfeiffer's been retired today. She was 4 for 4 up until then. She had 3 singles and a homer, but there she hits into the double play. We now will step aside for just a bit. That was a quick inning, as we will return in the bottom of the 7th, as Pellissippi State's got some work to do if they look to move on in this tournament.
In 1967, West Tennessee's first community college opened its doors. In the decades since, graduates have made a name for themselves as healthcare professionals, community leaders, business owners, veterans, educators, and so much more. With 3 generations of Jackson State graduates leading the way, the future has never looked brighter for West Tennessee. We are your community college. We are Jackson State.
Back we are. Jay Harper along with producer Jonas Harmon. The bottom of the 7th inning. Shayla Skolnick is going to get us going here in an effort to get some base runners, get some more runs on the board for the Lady Panthers as they find themselves behind the 8 ball here, down by 5 runs, as Halsey delivers a strike. Shayla Skolnick, a 3-run homer earlier. Over to Crook. And 1 out. Bella Crook. She's done a just stellar job at third today.
Number 45, Talia Paredes. She's reached every time.
Talia Paredes, the batter, looks at a first pitch strike from Halsey. The next game scheduled today is the last of the day, Jackson State and Columbia State. That is a ball inside. That is scheduled to begin at 6 p.m., and it looks like we'll probably get started pretty well on time for that, if this continues in the fashion that it is, unless Pellissippi State can come back, tie, or go ahead. But it's going to take some work on their part with 1 out and down by 5. That didn't mean to swing, fielded by Halsey, and she throws a line drive over to Simmons for the 2nd out. Jackson State's the number 6 seed, Columbia State the number 11 seed. they due to play again after this game concludes. A 6 o'clock start is what is scheduled for the third game of the day. Micaiah Matthews, the batter. She looks at a ball. Micaiah, the right fielder. Being chased by the left side of the infield. It's foul. They can't quite get there. Should Matthews reach, it'll be the top of the order with Savannah Mello. Out to left field, trying to chase it down, can't get there. Matthews charging into second as the inning stays alive. It's a double for the Lady Panther right fielder. So that will indeed bring up the top of the order with Savannah Mello.
Now batting the left fielder, number 9, Savannah Mello.
It's a first pitch strike. And Savannah's initial at bat, she hit a triple. Oh-2 in a hurry. A strike away from wrapping this one up and sending the Lady Salukis off to take on Chattanooga State tomorrow at 12:30. Chat State, the number 2 seed in the tournament. Slow roller to Faulkner. Natalie grabs it. Can't get there in time. Mello too fast. Runners at first and third, and that will bring up the next batter,
Now batting the
Kate
center
Stevens.
fielder, number 21, Kate Stevens.
It's a first pitch strike from Halsey as Mello jogs down to second base. So 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. There you have it. The Lady Salukis come away victorious. Their play-in game will indeed ensure that she advances down, or that they advance rather, to tomorrow to take on Chattanooga State.
Salukis defeat the Pellissippi State Panthers by a score of 11-5. Salukis advance to play Chattanooga State tomorrow at 12:30 here at Eddie Smith Field.
are going to attempt to chat with either Coach Keith Gentry or perhaps some of the Lady Saluki players. Again, we'll let them have their moment real quick. We don't want to interrupt their moment of appreciation. So again, the next game that the Lady Salukis will be tackling will be against the number 2 seed, Chattanooga State. That game will be at 12:30 tomorrow. Get out of the man's way here before he runs me over with his little John Deere. And I'll probably tick him off if I step in that. But anyway, again, we'll have that game for you tomorrow, 12:30. Chat State, the number 2 seed, taking on this number 10 seed. This is an upset, let's be honest. Taking on the number 7 seed and coming out victorious, the Lady Salukis, Keith Gentry and company. The first game tomorrow will actually be Cleveland State up against the Volunteer State Lady Pioneers. Volunteer State, they are ranked 18th in the country, and they are the number 1 seed in this particular tournament. So that ought to be a dandy. Again, that'll be at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Again, that's Central Time. I'm waving on Coach Gentry here. We're going to talk to Coach Keith Gentry, my bud here. All right, Coach, I mean, I know you always believe in your team, but did you imagine that there would be 3 home runs in 1 inning?
In 1 inning, we did that in the fall. We had 3 home runs all fall, and they all came in the same inning. So I knew we could do it. I just didn't know it was going to happen today, though. Came at a good time, though.
Well, Riddick, that's her first home run of the year.
She was one of those in the fall. In that fall game, he might not admit it, but I was telling the umpire over there, you know, she may hit one here. And it once in the fall, there she goes.
Well, hey. All right, so tomorrow you've got Chat State, the number 2 seed. So what are you thinking? I mean, I'm not asking you to give away any secrets, but, I mean, are you able to tell us who you're going to throw in the circle for that?
No, not yet.
Okay, not yet.
It'll be one of the 2 you saw today.
Okay, well, yeah.
I wanted to go back, look, see how we did last time, look at matchups, that kind of thing.
Well, I mean, both of those pitchers, especially Halsey, I mean, she had 133 innings coming into today, so she certainly is one of your more experienced pitchers.
The only bad thing about pitching is she's on center field.
Yeah, all right. All right, well, hey, congratulations, Keith. We will see you. All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, we'll go ahead and shut her down here. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. We've got another game to get to, but we'll be back tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock with the Cleveland State game. Then 12:30 will be this Southwest Tennessee squad up against the Chattanooga State team. But stand by. We have got Jackson State, Columbia State coming up next. A 6 o'clock start's what we're shooting for, and we'll be doing that